what we are studied. Are we getting? Hello? Voice is not clear. Please let me know.
नहीं सर,
Okay.
आ रहा
हाँ
है
सर
आवाज।
क्लियर।
ठीक है, चलो। तो लास्ट टाइम हमने हमने जो सॉल्व किया था एग्जाम्पल, तो आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टूड वेल. ऑन द सेम context, we will take one more problem for the portal frame, which is exactly visible on your screen. Analyze the frame shown in figure by stiffness method and draw BMD. Okay, the problem is given. You have to solve this particular problem with the help of stiffness matrix method and try to find out the BMD for this entire frame. Okay, this is the portal frame. Actually, this is geometrically irregular because the AB column is of 4 meter and CD column is of 8 meter. Therefore, this particular frame is comes under the sway category. And here it will also given that the moment of inertia for column as well as beam are different. Moment of inertia to 2I. Therefore, it is comes under the category of sway. Okay, this is the sway category. Means you have to find out the deflection in the column. Okay, this particular deflection. Okay, I'm considering this frame is deflected in rightward direction, so that it will be very useful for us to find out the deflection over here. Okay, the deflection we have to find in the column AB as well as CD, and here the unknown which is present at B, theta B is unknown, theta C is unknown. On the contrary, we have to find out the degrees of kinematic indeterminacy. You know how to find out the degrees of kinematic indeterminacy. Okay, the simple way to find out the degrees of kinematic indeterminacy, dki. Okay, first you just write down the step number 1. Find dki, degree of kinematic indeterminacy. I will find the degrees of kinematic indeterminacy for this structure. Okay, dki equal to, we know the formula, number of joint multiplied by degrees of freedom minus reaction. Okay, here we'll have the 4 joints are available, A, B, C, D, and degrees of freedom for each node we consider here is 3, and number of reactions available at the support are 6. 3 plus 3. Here 3 plus 3, 6. Therefore, it will works out to be 12 minus 6 equal to 6. But, but here, if you're considering this as a stable structure, then unknowns are, first of all, you write down the 6 kinematic degrees of what we can say indeterminacy. First of all, you write down here. Okay, this particular joint is will not shifted anywhere because this is the fixed support. Here is also fixed support, but you just consider B and C. Okay, here these particular joints are shift on the horizontal direction, vertical direction, or this particular node it will be rotating with the own axis. So depending on that, we'll just write down the unknowns here: delta bx, delta by, vertical deflection, and theta b. Okay, here at C we have to write down the unknowns here: delta cx, delta cy, and theta c. But for the sake of simplicity, we neglecting the axial strain to the column because we are not considering any sort of the axial strain or the deflection in the column. Okay, deflection we consider on the horizontal position, but at this particular location we will not consider any translation. Okay, so here for dki it will works out to be how much? 6 minus 3, because this particular phenomena and this particular phenomena is one at the same. So considering here this is one constant. Just now I told vertical deflection will not consider here, so this particular is 0. Vertical deflection at C is not considered, therefore it is also 0. Only thing is at the same deflection which will occur at AB equal to CD. Therefore, you just neglect 3 possible displacement of the unknowns here. You will get the 3. Okay. On this basis, we can consider the size of matrix is 3 by 3. Okay. How will you get? You just see this particular node. Okay. Here, I'm just trying to draw a deflected profile. Okay. Deflected profile of this particular portal frame. Okay. This is the portal frame. Okay. After applying this particular load, this particular frame is deflected like this, and as this is the geometrically irregular structure, therefore it is deflected like this. Okay, so here is the unknown theta b, theta c, and delta. These unknowns we have to find out with the help of what we can say the stiffness matrix method. The same which we got here, dki is equal to 3. Okay, what that dk? Delta horizontal displacement at B and C, theta b, this is the unknown slope at B, theta c is the unknown. Okay, in this way we have to find out the degrees of kinematic indeterminacy. On this basis we can easily find out the size of the matrix, which will we get from this particular dki, and exactly k matrix is 3 by 3. Then followed with the next step, step number 2. Okay, what is the step number 2 then? Once again recollect all the previous lectures. Find P matrix. Okay, P matrix. Find P matrix. How will you find the P matrix? Or exactly you will find the fixed end moment. Okay. Fixed end moment. Okay. Once again, I will just show you this particular frame. Okay. Here, no load is available at AB. AB column is not having any load, and CD column also not having any load. So instead of finding out the fixed end movement for this particular column, you directly find out the fixed end moment for this particular beam, because no loading is available at AB and CD. Therefore, I'll just write the direct P matrix. Then it is very easy to write down the matrix with the help of fixed end moment. Okay, MF AB equal to MF BA equal to 0. Okay, are you getting this point? Okay, then ultimately EMF CD and EMF DC equal to 0, as the loading is not present at the column. Okay, then next, only thing is remaining the beam. So we'll try to find out the fixed end moment for the beam. Okay, here fixed end moment for the beam. I'm considering the beam part. Okay, see here, loading is available. How much is the loading? You just see once again this particular diagram. Okay, here 30 kilonewton load, 30 then along with the okay, here is the span 8 meter. So you just write down the span 8 meter BC. Okay, try to find out the fixed end moment for BC. Then what is the formula for finding out the fixed end moment?
minus WL square upon 12.
Okay, minus WL square upon 12. This is the formula for standard formula for get the fixed end moment. You just try to find out the fixed end moment, then write down the intensity first, then followed with the span divided by 12. How much it works out to be? Please let me know.
160.
160. Okay, 160 kilonewton meter. Okay. This is the fixed end moment, and again you have to find out CB moment. Then the same formula you have to use, but here it is clockwise movement, so therefore plus W L square by 12. Same formula we can use here for getting the fixed end moment. This is also 160 kilonewton meter. Okay, but ultimately we have to find out the P1, P2, P3 in the matrix form. So I'm just writing P1, P2, P3 here. Okay. Okay, P1. P1 is nothing but at this particular location. Okay, translation. As I told, for the sake of our convenience, we are taking this particular frame is deflected towards the right side. So the coordinates which are generated here are exactly same as that of previously solved problem. You just again recollect those points. Okay, this is coordinate 1. The translation we are adding to here to get the displacement. If you want a slope at this particular location theta b, you are supposed to add a rotation here. This is the constraint 2, and we have to add one more constraint here or the coordinate here, and that particular coordinate is nothing but coordinate 3. With the help of this particular coordinate, we can get the unknowns. For getting the deflection delta, once again, I just repeat, for getting delta, you need to apply unit displacement here or unit can say the rotation at this particular location. Okay, and for this unknown theta c, we have to rotate this particular point with the help of unit rotation. So these are the constraints which are we want to add in this particular uh, figure. So instead of this, we have to find P1, P2, and P3. Then here P1, the exactly this particular P1 is refers to this particular deflection. So you just take this particular as a 0, because only thing you have to find out the this particular what you can say fixed end movement. With the help of, if you are adding to this rotation translation here, will not get any sort of the fixed end movement. So you just put this particular P1 is equal to 0. P2 is equal to how much? Can anyone please tell me? P2 is equal to, simple way for writing this particular P2, you will get movement at MBA plus movement at MBC. Okay. Hello. 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 Wait for a minute. Please unmute yourself whether I am audible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am just trying to rejoin this particular meeting because for the hosting this particular meeting, I just left this particular meeting. So once again, I just getting into that. But you just once again take this formula for P2 MFBA plus MFBC, exactly same. And here for finding out the P3, you will have only the moment at CB. BA already BA is 0 because no any sort of what you can say the movement is available, only you are having this particular MFBC, it is 160 minus 160 and here plus 160 and 0. Are you getting this particular are you getting this matrix, P matrix? Please let me know. Only thing we are adding the fixed end moment here. Okay. Okay. Next step. Please tell me the next step.
Finding K matrix, sir.
Okay. Find K matrix. Okay. Very good. Find K matrix. For getting K matrix, you need to apply unit displacement or unit translation. Unit displacement at B. Okay. Unit displacement at B. For sake of first column, we need to find out the first column. We have to give the unit displacement, and that unit displacement is nothing but delta. Okay, this way you have to find out. I'm just giving the unit displacement to this particular point, and this unit displacement delta equal to 1. Okay, delta equal to 1. After applying the unit displacement to the node B, it will deflected like this. You have to calculate the movement here and the translation here. Okay, so again you have to find the movements here. Exactly after applying the unit displacement to the coordinates, you will get this particular movement. Please tell me how much is the movement here.
6 EI EI.
Revise once again. Correct. 6 CI. I'm just trying to what you can say, draw the free body diagram. Okay, this is the free body diagram. And here you will get 6 EI delta upon L square. Delta will take it as a unity. Therefore, 6 EI divided by L square. This is also 6 EI divided by L square. This is also 6 EI divided by L square. And here also you will get 6 EI divided by L square. Okay. Are you getting this particular point? I am trying to find out the translation here. So finding out the translation, you need to first of all put all the, what we can say, length and the moment of inertia of different columns and the beams. So you just write down the moment of inertia I, 2I, 2I. Okay. So you have to write the span here 8 meter, here also 8 meter column height, and here 4 meter. So simple way to find out K matrix coefficients of K11, how will we get exactly for this column plus this column? Okay, we have to find out the translation here. Okay, for this I'm just writing 6 EI divided by L square for this particular column. I'm just adding two movements here plus 6 EI divided by L square, whole bracket divided by L. So this is a square bracket. I'm just writing for column AB plus you have to add this particular movement and this particular movement to this particular column. So 6 EI divided by L square plus 6 EI divided by L square whole divided by L. How much it works out to be? Please tell me. Let me know. Okay. Tell me K11. Okay, you just write down K11. Try to find out K11. You know the length. You know the moment of inertia. Okay. You just find out K11 then. K11 equal to, here I'm just writing 6 divided by, here you directly write 12 because 6 plus 6 12. 12 divided by 12 EI divided by L cube. And this is for column AB plus 12 EI divided by L cube for CD. Simple way. 12 divided by how much? L is equal to 4 cube. EI, here EI is 1I. So you just write down here. And here 12 EI divided by L square, L cube, 8 cube. EI here 2I. You just multiply with this. Divided by 4 cube. Do your own calculations because it requires practice while calculating. Okay.
Sir, total 0.23 LSR.
Okay. Please wait for others. Divided by 8 cube. .23, right? 0.23 EI. Okay. It will work out to be 0.23 EI. For K 2, 1, then you refer this particular. Okay, see here. The movement here, movement at this location. This is 6EI divided by L square. You directly refer this movement for the coordinate 2. So we directly write down K21 is equal to minus 6EI divided by L square. Okay. How much it works out to be? 6 EI as it is divided by L square 4 square. How much it works out to be?
0.375.
7 375.
375. Okay, 375. Yeah. Okay. Then find out K31. Exactly this particular coordinate we have to refer for coordinate K31. Directly you just write down minus 6EI upon L square. But here 6 multiplied by 2 EI divided by L square, you will get L 8 square. How much it works out to be? Okay, 6 multiplied.
0.1875.
Okay, wait for others. 0.1875. 1875 EI. Okay, likewise, you have to find out the coefficients of matrix. Okay, then next for column 2, we have to applying unit rotation. ओके, आता बघा लक्षात ठेवा थीटा बी जर पाहिजे असेल तर तुम्हाला यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट द मॅट्रिक्स. ओके, आता काय करणार मी? आय एम जस्ट अगेन ड्रॉइंग दिस पर्टिक्युलर पोर्टल फ्रेम. आय एम जस्ट अप्लाइंग unit rotation here. Okay, unit rotation at B. Okay, unit rotation at B. I'm just applying unit rotation at B. So after applying unit rotation, this particular column is deflected like this, and this particular beam is deflected like this. All other you have to keep fixed. Okay, try to find out here 8 meter 2i, here 2i 8 meter, and here 4 meter. Particular column as well as the beam. I'm just drawing the free body diagram of this particular column. You will get exactly 4EI by L. After applying unit rotation to the node, you will get the movement at that particular location is 4EI by L, and exactly opposite to that particular point, you will get sorry. Okay, again, this is also a positive movement, therefore 2EI by L. And here for the beam, I'm just drawing the free body diagram here. You just look at this particular beam. This is also 4EI by L. And here also you will get 2EI by L. Half of this. Okay. So exactly you will just write down here also you will get 4 into EI. Okay. For translation, for second column K12 equal to how much it works out to be? Please try to find out the translation here. For getting the translation here, you need to add these two moments 4EI and 2EI, and here no any such movements are available in the column. So only thing you have to add for getting the translation here, 4EI plus 2EI. Simple way, 4EI plus 2EI. Exactly, it is works out to be 6 EI divided by L square. Simple way to understand. Okay, you directly write down 6 EI divided by L square for AB. Okay, for AB, you directly write 6 EI as it is divided by L square 4 square. How much it works out to be? Please let me know.
375.
375.
Okay. 375.375. Exactly. Then try to find out the second coefficient then. K. K22 equal to. Exactly. You just refer these two movements, 4EI plus 4EI. But here 4EI by L and here 4EI by L are different. So we'll directly write 4EI by L for column AB plus 4EI by L for beam BC. Okay. Then you write down 4 divided by L how much? 4 EI as it is plus here 4 into 2 EI divided by L 8. Okay. How much it was thought to be equal to 2 EI. Exactly same. 4 divided by 4 equal to 1 plus 8 divided by 8 equal to 1 equal to 2 EI. Whether you are getting the same answer, please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. 230.
2 EI. Okay. Next, for K32. Okay. Exactly refers to this particular movement. Okay. This particular movement. By L. But I is different. 2 EI. 2 into 2 EI divided by L equal to 8. Okay. 4 divided by 8. Yeah. How much it works out to be?
0.5.
0.5. Okay. This way you have to find out the coefficients. Then next step for finding out the column 3, you need to apply the unit rotation. I'm just writing here. You just see. Apply unit rotation at C. See here. Once again, you have to draw the portal frame. Okay, I am applying unit rotation here. With the help of unit rotation, we'll get this type of the bending profile of this particular frame, and this way it is deflected. Okay, this is the deflected profile of your portal frame. You'll just write down the I values and what we can say span as well as the height of the column. Okay, here you will get a 4 EI by L, and here also you will get the 4 EI by L. Here 2 EI by L. And here 2 EI by L. Okay. Likewise, you have to write for getting the translation, the line of action of force is same. If you are getting a translation here and here, one at the same. So you just find out the force here, and this particular force, I'm just trying to, okay. See here, this particular force is transferred into this particular point. So the translation we taken it as a 6 EI, okay, 6 EI divided by L square, because 4 plus 4 you directly take it as 6 EI divided by L square. For this translation, you just write down K13 equal to 6 EI divided by L square. But for here, I is different, CD. Therefore, you will get 6 multiplied by 2 EI divided by L square, 8 square. How much it works out to be? Please let me know.
7.
Okay, divided by 8 square. 0.1875.
75.
Yeah. Okay. Then followed with the K23. Okay. This has the K23. You just directly write down K23 is equal to 2 EI by L for this particular BC. Okay. So write down 2 multiplied by 2 EI, because I is 2 for the beam, and span of the column equal to 8. So 4 divided by 8,
0.5.
0.5.
here referring these two movements, you just add it 4 EI by L for BC, 4 EI by L for CD. For BC, 4 divided by L equal to 8, EI equal to 2 EI plus 4 multiplied by 2 EI equal to 8. How much it works out to be? Equal to 2 EI. Okay, exactly same as that of we worked out here. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Finally, we'll get all the coefficients. After that, next step, please recall the next step. If you remembered step number 4.
Stiffness equation.
Okay, find unknowns.
Unknowns.
Okay, find unknowns theta, delta, theta C, theta B, theta C using stiffness equation. Using stiffness equation. What is the stiffness equation? P is equal to K delta. K delta. Okay. Okay, try to find out the unknowns then. First of all, write down the P matrix. P1, P2, P3. K matrix. K11, K12, K13, K21, K22, K23, K31, K32, K33. And here are the unknowns. Unknowns theta, first of all delta, theta B, theta C. Okay, this is the stiffness equation. You just put all the equations, coordinates and the values of all the matrices, and try to find out the unknowns. Then using 3 simultaneous equation, you have to solve the 3 simultaneous equation and find out the unknowns here. I'm just writing the 3 simultaneous equation here. You just see 0 equal to K11. What is the value for K11?
0.23.
into delta. Okay. Plus a second column. Instead of plus, you will take just minus, because the coefficient here is K21 equal to minus minus 0.375 EI. So you will take just this minus 0.375 EI theta B minus, okay, this particular K31 equal to 0.1875 EI theta C. Okay, this is equation number 1. Okay, equation number 2. Okay, here P2 equal to how much? Minus 160 equal to, okay, delta. You have to see this particular column, second column, exactly 3.75 EI delta plus 2 EI into theta B plus 0.5 EI theta C. This is equation number 2. Okay, 160, equation number 3. For this, you need to consider the last column. Okay, what is the last column then, please? If you are having that, okay, here it is the last column. EI into delta plus 0.5 EI theta B plus 2 EI theta C. This is equation number 3. Okay, solve this equation simultaneously. You will find delta, theta B and theta C. Okay, using calculator, you just take this particular calculator on the equation mode. Okay, 3 unknowns. Try to find out delta, theta B and theta C. Okay, if anyone calculated delta, theta B, theta C, let me know.
Minus 64.72.
Delta minus
Yes, minus 64.72.
72 divided by EI. Okay, theta B
Minus 95.33.
minus 95.33. Okay, theta C
109.90.
109.90.
90.
Okay, EI. Okay, this way you have to calculate the delta, theta B, theta C. Okay, these are the unknowns. Are you getting the same result? Please let me know. All others, they are doing or not? I'm not able to understood. You are doing or not? Make sure that you are doing your own calculations, because it will be very difficult to monitor whether you're getting the same result.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Answers are not at all important, but you just understand the concept well. Then you can able to solve any problem. Okay. The calculation mistake should not happen in the problem. So try to find out your own answers using your own method of calculations. So after getting this particular unknowns, we will just find out the final movements. What are the final movements? How will we find out the final movements then? Okay, after finding out the unknowns, you just find the final moments. Find final moments. Okay, for final moments, I will just repeat the same formula, that is slope and deflection equation. Slope and deflection equation. What that formula? MAB equal to MFAB
Plus 2 EI by L
plus 2 EI by L into 2
2
theta
theta
A
2 theta A
plus
plus
theta
theta
B
B plus 3
minus 3
delta.
delta upon L. Okay, this is the formula for finding out the moment. You just put all the what you can say the values here. MFAB is equal to 0, 2 EI. Here you will get EI is equal to exactly same for column AB. L you will get 8 here. Theta A, because the fixed support is there, therefore theta A is not present. 0. Theta B is present, but it is minus 95.33 divided by EI. Okay. Here delta is also present, that is 64 multiplied by 64.72 EI multiplied by 3 equal to divided by L. How much it is? 8. Sorry, 4. For AB here not 8, here 4. Okay. Try to find out MAB then. Please find out MAB. Can anyone please find out MAB? Divided by EI minus 64. Okay. How much it works out to be? हॅलो,
Yes, sir.
ऐकू येते का? काय काय झालं मध्येच?
Yes, sir.
ओके. सगळ्यांनी हे केलेलं आहे, फायनल मुवमेंट्स हे करा. त्यानंतर मग पेंडिंग मुवमेंट डायग्राम. सो आज आपण इथंच थांबू. थोडंसं कनेक्शन मध्ये प्रॉब्लेम येत आहे. मी काय करतो, आताचे जे प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह केलेला आहे तुमच्या व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुपवर शेअर करतो. यू कॅन सॉल्व्ह द रिमेनिंग प्रॉब्लेम अँड ट्राय टू प्रेझेंट on the next lecture itself. And I am having unknown unsolved problem with me. I will just sharing with you people and try to solve that particular problem at your own. And you just give the feedback, what you can say, just like presenting yourself while conducting the next meeting. So I will just take 2-3 minutes of you. I will just announcing the name. You will give the your attendance. I will take this attendance directly on the online mode. Wait for a minute. Please answer your role. Ipalpalli Rohit is there. Please unmute yourself and you are presenting. Ipalpalli Bandari Pushpa. Okay, Bandari Pushpa is there? No. Okay. Khare Pooja.
Present, sir.
Okay. Rathod Deepak. Godke. Sheikh Afrin.
Present, sir.
Okay. Salunke. Vaitsa. Soma. Hello. Soma is there? Okay. Sheikh Aman.
Present, sir.
Okay. Maitri Sakshi. Maitri Sakshi. Okay. Shabdi Zubair. Sheikh Furkan. Sargam Revti.
Present, sir.
Okay. Vanmare. Hiremat.
Yes, sir.
Alegod. Hiremat is there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ganesh Balegol, Bagle, Bolegaon. Okay, Bolegaon is not there. Okay. Maitre Pallavi. Okay. Gaikwad Praveen. Kare Pooja.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gaikwad Praveen is not there. Okay. Kattekol.
Present, sir.
Sheikh Nuruddin. Dandamunde Pravalika Pravina.
Present, sir.
Okay. Then Umbarje Kamble.
Present, sir.
कांबळे दीपक. ओके. वाले समर्थ. सूर्यवंशी पूजा. कांबळे अतुल.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I'm trying to convey you, while entering into the meeting, you don't leave the meeting. Otherwise, it will not be possible to monitor you, because some students are joining the meeting and they just left the meeting. What is the problem? I doesn't get any sort of what we can say. Is there any connection issue? Then let me know. Otherwise, you just entering to the meeting and you lefting the meeting is not good. Okay, as far as your uh, performance is concerned and our monitor is concerned. So this type of the what we can say interaction we'll do in the next meeting, and I think I'm giving all the what we can say the possible content from my side. It is your turn to get into that particular module and find out the solutions of unknown problem, unsolved problem, and you try to recollect all the what you can say. You generate your own notes. You are having the resources. You just take care of that particular resources. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask during the meeting itself. But not doing anything is not good for you. Okay, some students are performing well during the what you can say meeting also, and many of the students are trying to what we can say study all the subject well. With this note, I will just conclude this particular meeting. So once again, thanks for patiently listening. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask on the WhatsApp group, or you can communicate with me directly on the phone calls. But if you have problems related to what you can say the curriculum aspect. So with this word, I just conclude this session. One by one, you just left this particular meeting. We'll again.
सर मगाशी ते नेटवर्क कनेक्शन मुळे लेफ्ट झाले होते सर.